Alright, let's dive into something that's been buzzing in the streaming world lately. Starz recent subscriber growth despite a price hike. Now, this might sound like just another earnings report, but personally, I think it's a fascinating case study in how streaming platforms are navigating a saturated market. Here's why this matters. In an era where every platform is fighting for your attention and your wallet, Starz is pulling off something pretty rare. So, let's break it down. First off, the hook here is simple. Starz raised its monthly price to $11.99 in June, and yet, their subscriber numbers went up in Q2. Now, if you've been following the streaming wars, you know this is unusual. Typically, price increases lead to churn, not growth. What makes this really interesting is that Starz isn't just surviving, they're thriving in a way that defies the usual trends. In my opinion, this isn't just about pricing, it's about strategy, content, and understanding what their audience wants. One thing that immediately stands out is Starz's decision to stop disclosing exact subscriber numbers. Now, this might seem like a minor detail, but it's actually a strategic move. By not revealing specifics, they are shifting the focus from raw numbers to the strength of their business model. From my perspective, this is a smart play. It allows them to highlight their revenue growth and engagement metrics, without getting bogged down in subscriber count comparisons with giants like Netflix or Disney+. What this really suggests is that Starz is confident in their ability to grow sustainably, even if they're not leading the pack in sheer numbers. Now, let's talk about content, because that's where Starz is making some bold moves. Their deal with Netflix for the Power franchise is a perfect example. On the surface, it might seem like Starz is giving up control, but what many people don't realize is that they're actually expanding their reach. By syndicating older seasons on Netflix, Starz is introducing the franchise to new audiences while retaining exclusive rights to new installments. If you take a step back and think about it, this is a win-win. Netflix gets a proven hit, and Starz gets a pipeline of new subscribers who might eventually migrate to their platform for the latest seasons. It's a syndication model that feels almost retro, but in a streaming context, it's surprisingly innovative. Another detail I find fascinating is Starz's exit from their output deal with Universal. CEO Jeff Hirsch mentioned that these titles had almost zero viewership, yet Starz was paying premium prices for them. By cutting ties, they've freed up resources to invest in content that actually drives engagement. This raises a deeper question. How many streaming platforms are stuck in outdated licensing deals that don't align with viewer behavior? Starz's move feels like a wake-up call for the industry. It's not just about having a big library, it's about having the right content that keeps people coming back. Speaking of content, let's talk about Fightland. This boxing series had the second best debut for a Starz original, and it's costing them about $2.5 million per episode. Now, that might sound expensive, but Hirsch pointed out that it's actually cheaper than what they used to pay under Lionsgate. What this really highlights is Starz's shift toward cost-effective, high-impact programming. They are not trying to outspend Netflix or HBO, they are focusing on shows that resonate with their core audience while keeping costs in check. In my opinion, this is a smarter, more sustainable approach than the arms race we've seen in streaming. So, what does all this mean for the bigger picture? Personally, I think Starz is onto something here. They're not just surviving the streaming wars, they're carving out a niche by focusing on strategic partnerships, cost-effective content, and a deep understanding of their audience. What many people don't realize is that success in streaming isn't just about scale, it's about sustainability. Starz might not have the subscriber numbers of Netflix, but they're building a business that feels more resilient in the long run. As we wrap up, I'm left with one big question. Could Starz's approach be a blueprint for other mid-tier streaming platforms? If you take a step back and think about it, Their strategy isn't just about surviving price hikes or content deals. It's about redefining success in a crowded market. So, here's my closing thought. In a world where every platform is chasing scale, maybe the real innovation is finding a way to thrive without it. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below.